don't know what bird that is, guys. There's something up there in that tree. Had a very strange head on him. Anyway, today is March 17th. It's Saturday, 2018. As you can see, very clear skies today, which is nice. We are sitting at about 35 to 36 degrees today, so we've had some meltage. You can see from the path that it's starting to clear up a little bit, which is nice. We'll take it. We'll take any melting snow that we can possibly have, I can tell you that. Very nice day. A little breezy, but not bad at all. So you see the other vehicle here. I'll show you that real quick. That is Mom's truck. She's up here. Her Pilot. She came up for a visit for the weekend. The kids are at their mom's, so she's come up and is hanging out with me this weekend. And I don't see her as much as we used to, so it's always nice when she comes up to visit. But anyway, yeah, that freaking bird, I don't know what that is up there. He's up in the tree up here. I don't know, he had a weird head on him, so nothing that I recognized. Anyway, before I forget about it, I want to mention it real quick. Legacy Foods is still doing their sale. It goes for the entire month of March. It's 20% off if you go in there, and they're doing their meat and their chicken. So if you do a discount when you're going to check out of Meat 20, you'll get your 20% discount. So not a bad time to get a little Legacy food stocked up. I'll probably be doing a review again here soon of another one of their meals, because like I said, I definitely stand behind it. It's good. 25-year shelf life, GMO free, and it's a good product. Like I said, if you fed it to somebody and didn't tell them it was long-term food storage, you would never know. It's a nice thing to add into your food storage. So just wanted to make sure that I told you guys that, because I was going to tell you yesterday and I completely forgot because I got into the topic of the video. Okay, so let's go into today's topic a little bit here. I pissed off my potheads yesterday. Alright, now a lot of people were all up in arms with the whole, me throwing marijuana in with everything else. And here's the thing, okay? Now, I do believe in medical marijuana. First of all, I will say that, yes, I'm a very big believer in medical marijuana for, for seizures. It works very well for seizures. People with glaucoma, absolutely works for them. Some other people, it definitely has its uses, like, using the oils and stuff like that. Now, as far as a drug goes, I know a lot of states are legalizing marijuana, and let's think about why they're legalizing marijuana. We're going to have a little marijuana talk today, all right? And I'm going to go on my own experiences too, because I will talk to you about that as well. A lot of states are legalizing marijuana because they're realizing that you're not going to stop marijuana, and it's a moneymaker because people are going to smoke pot. That's just the way it is. People are going to smoke pot. Now, I'm going to go by my own experiences and my own ideas on marijuana, okay? I used to smoke pot, and I loved smoking pot, and I am not going to lie, I really, really liked smoking pot. But for me personally, and I know it affects everybody differently, so I mean, I'm going by what my experiences were. Marijuana makes you lazy, number one, in my personal experience. If I smoked pot at 8 o'clock in the morning, or if I smoked pot at 8 o'clock at night, for me personally, that was the end of my day, because all I wanted to do was see how much higher I could get and go have a sandwich, okay? I gave up smoking pot a long time ago because of the things that I wanted to accomplish. It made me stupid as well, okay? I didn't accomplish a lot when like I said, didn't accomplish anything when I was smoking pot. So for me personally, I had to put it aside because of what ambitions I had, what I wanted to accomplish. So, you know, it's an individual choice. If you choose to smoke pot, that's your own thing. And really, you know, like withdrawals, I mean, I was talking about withdrawals, and people are right, it really isn't the withdrawals with marijuana. Okay, if you stop, you're not going to, you know, you're going to have a little bit of withdrawal from it, because you're going to get cranky, you're going to get pissy because you don't have it. But it's not like an opiate withdrawal, okay? Totally different ball game. So in that aspect, I have to correct myself from what I said the other day, okay? So hey, I make mistakes, I'm not perfect, and people called me out, and so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you, like I said, my opinion on it, okay? The reason I think that, another reason why I think that they're going to go ahead and legalize it as they are, is because it does make people stupid and lazy. And if you're sitting around and you're stoned all the time, you don't give a crap. So again, it's another way of keeping the population under control. So if you're, you know, like I said, if you're high all the time, you're not using your brain to think. So, you know, that's what they want. They mean the powers that be, whoever's in control, all that type of thing, okay? So that I wanted to share with you. That's my opinion, and I stand by my opinion. And like I said, anybody, you know, like I said, you can do what you want. I have no judgment on you, and I'm not going to judge you. But it's like, I'm just going by what my experiences with marijuana have been, and why I gave it up. And like I said, I'll be honest, I mean, I absolutely loved getting high. Absolutely loved it, because you didn't have to think. It's a wonderful, wonderful escape. It really, truly is. And, you know, smoke a bowl, smoke a joint, throw on a little bit of Pink Floyd, a little bit of The Doors. Let's see, who else? I was trying to think, Nirvana. You know, and you just kind of get into the zone, you know. But like I said, I really truly enjoyed it. But it's like, I knew for what I wanted to accomplish, what I wanted to get done, I had to put it away. And the fact that it's still illegal, especially here in New York, you know, and I just wasn't taking that chance of getting popped, you know. So, I mean, but like, again, it's personal preference. You can do whatever you want. I am not going to judge you for that, okay? So, that being said, now, you know, when I did the video yesterday, a lot of people said, well, you know, you never talked about, you know, insulin-dependent people and those type of things. And actually, I have in previous videos. And Joe from St. Bernard Acres, he said it pretty well. Most of those people are going to be dead. You know, I mean, if you are on life-sustaining narcotic not narcotics, but life-sustaining medications like for, you know, diabetes, for if you're a cancer patient and you're on, you know, medications to help you stay alive while you're getting your treatment. Well, if you're not getting your treatment and the medication stop, you know, Joe's right. You're pretty much dead. I mean, that's a reality. It's not a pleasant reality, but it is true. I mean, so, you know, 100 years ago, we didn't have a lot of the... And here's the thing, you know, like 100 years ago, we did not have all the medications that we have now, okay? But we have so many medications, and so many people are on, like I said, antidepressants are rampant. It's crazy with the antidepressants, okay? And there's so many issues with that. And, you know, we got a little bit on the topic of children on all these medications. And, you know, I think that it's insane that these kids, they got them on so many freaking pills now. And that's what they wanted to do with Eddie too, okay? I'll be honest with you. When he was younger and he was having his little tantrums in school and stuff like that, and they were like, have you ever thought about putting him on something? I said, listen, my son behaves at home. I said, because we're in control. I said, you know, because you can't control him, you think that I'm going to put him on medications to make him a zombie for you? Absolutely not. I wasn't going to do it. And I never did. And my son has never been on any pills. And I think why would I dope him up and have him, you know, in a state where he couldn't even think properly, so that it would make it easier for the school, so they can basically put him in a corner, mark him as present, and that's it, okay? We just had a thing in Rochester with a young boy that with special needs, and he had disappeared. I think he was 12 or 13, And the school, and I love this part of it, 3 teachers actually marked him as present when he wasn't present. He had either fallen or jumped off the bridge and drowned in the river. And they did find his body. But that's just another example. They don't, teachers are overwhelmed. They have such a heavy workload. But the thing is, how are you marking somebody present when they're not even there? That would be a question that I would ask, So, but that's just a tragedy that happened because, you're trusting somebody else to take care of your children. I was just talking to somebody, and I can't remember who I was talking to, and they were saying that there was a teacher that just got popped, and it wasn't, I don't think it was here in New York, but it was someplace. Teacher just got popped, elementary school teacher, with kiddie porn all over his stuff. He had it on his laptop, his personal laptop, his home computer, all kinds of stuff at home. And he was a teacher. These are the people that we're taking our children and we're saying, okay, we trust you with our children. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about real quick while I was on the subject of kids, this whole thing with this, this walkout because they're going to demonstrate and, they want guns gone. Kids don't know squat. They don't know nothing about nothing. They're taught what we're allowing them to learn with a liberal, basically, teachers. There was a couple videos that I saw. One video was a kid that said guns don't kill people, people kill people, and the principal yanked him out of there. And it showed him that they were going to suspend him or something because he expressed opinion other than what their views were. Which another kid was suspended, I heard, because he would not participate in the walkout. Now, how crazy is that? Whatever happened to the right of, free speech in viewing your own opinion? Well, if you don't go along with the narrative, I guess that doesn't count. Unbelievable, the stupidity of some people. And then I just saw a thing on the news. The mayor of Baltimore, I think it was, or somebody, I think it was a mayor of Baltimore, was talking about how they don't have any money for the schools to heat the schools. And then the next thing she was saying that they're going to have $100,000 to send kids to Washington to protest, for the gun control. Well, I thought you didn't have any money for heat. How are you going to have money for that? I mean, the agenda, if you don't go along with the agenda, then you're the bad guy. And like I said, I'm not going to listen to a 16-year-old dictate what is, going on or what's going to happen. Here's the thing. Here's what happens in my daughter's school, okay? If I go to my daughter's school, I have to be buzzed into the center area to begin with. So I have to hit the buzzer to be buzzed in. And then once I'm buzzed into that area, you go up to the window, and you have to, which she has a bulletproof glass thing around her, and you have to tell her what your business is, why you want to go to the school. And then, you're buzzed through a second door by her, okay? Otherwise, you're not getting in, okay? Now, if there was a student that came in there with a gun, and all these AR-15s, it's always an AR-15. Well, it's a pretty good-sized gun, so you're not going to be able to hide that if you're a student, okay? And we have an armed sheriff that is at the school all day long, okay? So there's armed police in the school. So, why can't we have this all over the place to protect these kids? I mean, this is amazing to me too. And I'm on a rant right now, and I'm on a roll, so I'm just going to keep rolling, guys. Okay? You have these celebrities demanding gun control, we need the guns taken away for the safety of the children, and blah 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 blah. But yet they had armed security out the teeth at the award show. Well, why? If we shouldn't have weapons to be able to defend ourselves, why should they be protected? You have the President of the United States. He's protected by armed guards. These senators and congressmen, they're protected by armed guards. So why should it be that we shouldn't have that right to defend ourselves and protect ourselves? And the thing is, there should be armed security at schools. And I don't think, realistically, I don't think it should be teachers. That's just my opinion. I mean, if they have the permits and they can do it, I think that they should be allowed to. But, you know, these teachers are not even allowed to discipline these students when these kids act all crazy and do stupid stuff all the time. You know, what about that? Let's talk about those issues, you know, the disrespect for, you know, the teachers or authority. You know, and the thing is, like I said, if a child has a different opinion or a different view, I think that they're entitled to that just like anybody else. If they don't agree with what's being said, you know. There was a student, and he's like all over the news right now, and I think he was in college, and he was kicked out of a class because he told the teacher that there was only 2 genders. Now listen, that's personal preference, personal opinion. Everybody has a right to believe whatever they want to believe with whatever moral background they want to go with, you know. And I don't think he should have been kicked out because of stating his view, okay? I really don't. I mean, now, I might not necessarily agree with his view. You know, there's a lot of stuff that goes on. There's a lot of stuff, you know, and if you want to look at it psychologically and stuff like that. But again, whatever, everybody has the right to their own opinion on that topic. But it's just, things are crazy, absolutely crazy, and there's a lot of issues going on. And I just, like I said, I just wanted to share my opinion with you guys. I'm waiting for the snow to melt. I'm going to be honest with you. When the snow melts, I'm going to get back to work here around the homestead, and I'm going to do videos of me getting things done, okay? I just really, you know, right now we're kind of bogged in here and can't really do a whole lot. So, but I just wanted to share those thoughts with you, and I want, like I said, I want your opinions, and I definitely want to hear your feedback. A lot of feedback, a lot of opinions on yesterday's video. And like I said, we're, you know, going back to the main topic. I got sidetracked, which I do have a tendency to do. But going back to the main topic with medical marijuana, you know, medical marijuana, I'm a big believer in that, you know, with the oils and stuff like that to help people, especially with the seizures. And I have a friend of mine who suffers from seizures, and I'm sure that that would benefit him as well. So I truly do believe that it should be legal for that, you know, purpose and stuff like that. Now, the rest of you, with the legal marijuana in different states now, knock yourselves out, because it's exactly what they want you to do. Smoke up, be stupid, and that's my opinion. Okay, it's another control mechanism. If I can keep you controlled between drugs and alcohol and even cigarettes and you know, all the happy pills and oh my God, life is so rough, let me have a Xanax, you know, if I can keep you in a state of non-caring, you're not going to focus on what the true issues and the true problems are. Think about that, okay? And that's what I'm going to leave you on with that video. I want you to think about that. I definitely want your feedback on this. Everybody's got the right to their opinion. I'm not going to tell you you're right or wrong. You can think whatever you want, okay? I am sharing my opinion with you, and like I said, we all have our own. So anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to jump off here on this video, but let me just kick this around real quick and actually show you a little bit of this beautiful sunshine once again. Clear blue skies today, which is absolutely awesome. So anyway, guys, listen, remember, hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen. And remember STD, guys. It's one step at a time, it's one thing at a time, and it's one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. And the only one that's going to stop you from getting there is yourself, okay? So that's it. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I hope everybody's doing well. Tomorrow I'll get the kids back, and Mom will be heading back over to my sister's, and that will be that. And I will talk to you all later. Alright, I hope everybody has a great day. I hope you're enjoying your weekend. Prepper Nurse 1, out for